Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So you may notice this isn't anything emergency service related, but I'll explain that a little bit more, because we have a little bit of a longer trip here. This is American Truck Simulator, for those of you who do not know. Today we are actually in a, this is a modified truck. This isn't a stock truck. This is the Peterbilt 567 by GTM Mods. It's a really nice truck. I really like it. I've used it a couple times. I think it's a nice truck. So we are already here at the John Deere. I have mods for real companies, so it's a John Deere place instead of, I can't remember what the actual place is. But we're here at the John Deere facility in Eureka, California, and we're going to be taking that Bulldozer right over there, the one on the left there, up to Bend, Oregon. So let's go ahead here and hop up in the cab. This is basically what it looks like, nothing too special, just got a couple of things here. Radio that actually moves, the wire moves a little bit. Just some stuff to make it mine. And then we just have the sleeper bathroom. You can see there, this is the Heritage package. That's why the interior is not brown or gray, it's just like golden brown. It's really nice. I find it to be like the luxury version of a truck. So let's go ahead here and just turn on the engine here. Alright, we're ready to go. So while I'm backing in, let me just run you guys through what I use as far as equipment. For my wheel and pedals, I use the Logitech G29 wheel and pedals. And then for the shifter, it is the shifter made by Logitech for the G29 wheel. But I have a plus B shift knob on there, which is basically an 18-speed shift knob. And then for all my other controls, such as ignition, parking brake, trailer brakes, everything else, lights, wipers, whatever, I have an ASP button box, or Advanced Simulation Products. So that's looking pretty good. We're just going to go ahead here, hop back up in the cab, and hold the parking brake and make sure we're neutral, which we are. We're just going to go ahead and flip this switch, and the trailer is attached. So we are now going to pull the trailer supply. We're going to push in the parking brake, go on to low. We're going to do a tug test. So if this is working, which it is, that means that I can pull the trailer air supply, and I can have a my trailer brakes work, which will keep the trailer in place. That's why I couldn't move. Anyway, let's go ahead here and roll out. So I'm going to wait here until we get on the open road to really explain what is going on. Before we begin, if you hear any vibrations, or you hear any clicking, or you feel this, not you feel, but you hear this, it's just my wheel and my shifter vibrating. I don't have a suspended mic, so it's not like hanging off of a support. It's actually just on a tripod, so it might be a little. It has vibration reduction on it, but it's not the best mic, so keep that in mind. But yeah, so what's going to happen here is I put a thing out on Instagram that said I was changing, that I was making a second channel for gaming. But after I put my first ATS video out on that channel, I realized that it didn't take forever for me to get more followers on that channel. So I figured, instead of making a second channel, I will turn this already successful channel into an all-purpose channel. So it won't just be emergency service related, it will be an everything channel. So it will be basically like, I'm basically going to turn, not entirely into a gaming channel, but for when I can't do things in real life like cops and robbers, belt videos, I'll do these to keep you guys entertained. So this will count as the August video. There may be more, there may be less, because now I have more to provide, but I'm not sure. But yeah, I figured I'd do that. I figured it'd be a lot easier than trying to have a second channel. And I never really thought that I think having the gaming channel along with the police and the EMS and fire and all that, I think that will help grow the channel. I think it'll help more than hurt it, because there's more content to provide. Gaming channels, yes, there's only one thing they can do, play games. LEO and things like that, those type of channels, all I can do is provide that stuff. But I feel like if I can create a mix, there are people that can both come together and have something in common. They can do the same channel. But I'm kind of losing my train of thought here, but I think it'll be a lot better than having 2 different channels. Because I think if I stay with where I am without doing anything else with the channel, I'm going to stay with those tiny little 3,000 subs. I'm not going to be, you know, what I thought I could be. I feel like if I keep doing this, I'm going to end up getting more. The more I post, things like that. So I think it'll be nice. I'm going to be doing American Truck Sim. I'm going to be doing, excuse me. I'm going to be doing American Truck Sim. I'm going to be doing 5M. I'm going to be doing Farming Simulator once I get that all situated. I'm going to be doing a couple other things. And then you guys can also send me suggestions for different trucks you want me to drive on here. For American Trucks, for Farming Sim, different tractors or different equipment that I should use that you can find, anything really. So it helps me connect with you guys a little bit more with your input and things like that. So if there is another truck you'd like to see me drive, you can go ahead there, and on that screen there, on the top right, you can see how much money I have. Yeah. That was never legitimate. That was never legitimately made. It was just a mod that I used once, did a load for that much money, and then I just took it out. But I used it that way I could have fun with it. So I'm not into this game for the career mode. I'm into it just to drive and just have fun with it. So being able to have that freedom to know that I have the money to buy whatever truck I want, do whatever I want to it, be a high enough level to get all the modifications for all these vehicles. It's nice. I really do like it. So yeah. What can I say about ATS? Well, for those of you that don't know what ATS is, it is basically just a simulator where you can drive a semi-truck and take loads from city to city and basically explore a virtual America. For the most part, it's quite realistic as far as the way that the handling line is on the trucks and all that. The actual cities themselves are quite small, but if the city's famous for something, it'll have it in there. So, what could I say? What could I know? Seattle. No, not Seattle. I haven't been there. San Francisco has a Golden Gate Bridge. How about that? So something, small things, but it's still easy enough to be able to define what city you're in. Some of the smaller places like Eureka don't have a whole lot. They're just there. But anyway, so yes, I'm going to be doing ATS, and then I'm going to be doing another primary one I'm going to be doing is 5M. And for those that don't know, 5M is basically an online community that has, you can put your own Grand Theft Auto 5 server on there. And what it does is it's basically to roleplay on. So there's no in-game police officers. So the only cops that you can get are the ones that are actual other players that roleplay as police officers. So those are the only police officers you have to worry about. You don't have to worry about shooting somebody, hitting cops after you. And there's a bunch of different things you can do in roleplay servers. The ones I'm in are LEO and civilian based. So you can be a civilian, you can be a police officer or a fireman, things like that. And one of them, I am which is called the San Andreas Countryside RP. I am the sheriff of Blaine County there. And then another one is West Coast California roleplay, which is actually based off of real life California. I am a sergeant in the Los Angeles Sheriff's Office. So basically the exact same Sheriff's Office, except from two different servers and 2 different ranks. That's all that is. I don't know why we're going so slow here, but we are hoping to change it to 55. I really don't know what this is, but I'm gonna go ahead and put my cruise on, because I'm not gonna keep hitting the brakes and hitting the gas. Nope. Let's go ahead here, flip the cruise on. But yeah. So that's 2 games that I do. There are some other ones I can do, like I said, Farming Sim. I got it, but I still don't know how to map my buttons to my wheel and all that yet. I never found the settings for it. And then there's, and this other stupid one, it's called Cooking Simulator. I just saw it on a video, the guy who did it, and I thought it was funny as hell, so I figured I'd get it and try it. I mean, it's not a terrible game, but it's not, you know, what I look for. In a game, I look for peaceful stuff, like stress relieving, things like this. I love driving. I don't care what it is. It could be anything from a Camaro to a semi-truck. And I enjoy semi-truck driving because there's a lot more involved to it. It's not just hit the gas and go. You have to worry about your trailer. You have to worry about, shifting correctly. And even in some cars, yes, you do have to shift, but most are going to be, I think, Corvettes are the most with, like 7-speed transmissions. These, I have 18 gears that I have to go through. So there's a lot more I have to pay attention to. And that's why I love it. And it's also, there's so much more you can do in these games than you can in, say, like, racing games. Racing games, there's only one thing you can do. Race. You have what are you going to do after that race? I'm going to go race something else. So there's not a whole lot of freedom in that. With this, you can do virtually whatever you feel like doing. If you want to take your loads, if you want to take a load from Washington all the way down to New Mexico, you can. If you want to just relax and get a car mod and drive around the country and explore, you can. I've done that before. It's been a nice little break from sitting up here in a cab and worrying about runs and all that. I just set a GPS for wherever I want to go. Try and find some nice winding roads and just go and relax. And like I said, I always enjoyed driving, so it's always been a nice relaxing experience for me. This is what I'll usually do. I come home from school, so today I'll take, well, I won't take as long a run as this. I only did something a little bit longer today. Let's say a 7-hour run. Don't freak out for those of you that don't play or know about ATS. 7 hours in a game is not 7 hours in real life. It's usually 3 minutes per hour. So yeah. Usually I'll do, on my average, I'll usually average around 4 hours. Around 4 hours. So that's about 12 minutes. So it's about a 15-minute video of just driving. Not to mention if I get a new truck, I have to explain a little bit of that. So it can be, it can be a little longer. But it's nothing tremendous. But it's still, again, something that I just like to screw around on. And I figure as long as I like to do this, I can record it. Why not put it out and give you guys something else to watch? So I thought it'd be a good idea, and I've so far been right. Okay, I thought we weren't gonna make that, but we did. Yeah. So let's see what else here. 5M. So let me explain a story with 5M. So we were playing, I think it was 3 days ago. We were playing on the California server, so the actual real life, like, California server. We're playing on that, and we're sitting there. I'm gonna assume that you guys know the area of that you know the Grand Theft Auto 5 map. For those of you that don't, look it up. But by this time, the game's been out for like what, 6, 7 years, or no, 5, whatever it is. Most people know it. If you don't, well, I don't know why. You must have been living under a rock. So basically, we were in Sandy Shores, and I'm sorry, that was my phone. We were in Sandy Shores, and I was sitting somewhere running radar, and it was over by the railroad tracks over there in Sandy, over by the old motel. And I was sitting there at that intersection, watching the intersection, trying to see what was going on, like making sure everything was going smoothly and there were no issues. And this guy comes flying, and I'm telling you guys, flying through the intersection, over the train tracks, catching a little bit of air, and almost hits a state unit that was that was coming down that road, not parallel, intersecting him. And he almost got hit, and I pulled right out after him, and he goes down behind the firehouse, and I pull right around, and I finally get him to stop. And he's in a red sports car with blue underglow, which, for those of you that don't know, that would be impersonating a police officer. So that was another charge I could get him on. So I got him stopped, and as soon as I get out and walk up to him, another car that looks just like a red sports car, blue underglow, pulls up and pulls in ahead of him. And he gets out, maybe 30 or so feet ahead of that other guy's car, and starts walking back towards me, wearing a full black suit and a black skull mask. And at this point, I'm terrified. So, I pull my gun, and I tell him, get back in your car. I'll be with you in a minute. Just get back in your car. Don't go anywhere. So he's still walking towards me, and I'm getting ready to shoot this dude in the face because he keeps approaching me. And I told him, get back in your car. I'm going to shoot you. So he turns around and goes in his car. And the other officer by that time, that state unit that almost got hit, pulled up, and he asked me what was going on. And I told him to get that other guy from repeating a traffic stop. So he goes and he gets him, and I talked to this other guy that flew through the intersection. He was entirely fine. I gave him a citation. He was on his way. And as soon as I get back in my car, I hear a pursuit go out on the radio. And it was that same car that state unit stopped. And so if you keep going down that same road behind the firehouse, behind Sandy Shores Medical Center, behind the sheriff's office, everything, there's a little hill. And if you take that hill too fast, if you go over it normally, you end up noticing that there's the lake right behind there. But if you take that too fast, you catch air and you end up going into the water. And that's what this guy did. He caught air. He had been doing 100 miles an hour. He landed maybe about, I'd say around 15 yards into the water. And he comes out and he goes and he starts swimming back out to the shore. And by this point, we're all ready to blow this guy's face off. And there's like, I think 6 officers that got involved in that pursuit by the time it was over. And we're getting ready to tase him. And he's coming out and he's running at us, and then I realize we can't tase him. He's soaking wet. If we tase him, it'll kill him. So we have to go lethal, and we do. And as soon as he saw us all pointing our guns, telling him to get on the ground, then he turns around and swims right back in the water. We're not going to chase him. We don't have a Marine unit. So we think, alright, fine. We'll just let it go, and we'll just, and that's going to get it. No, I thought I was going to get it. I got to put my braking sensitivity up a little bit more. So we thought that was going to be it. We thought that he wasn't going to show up anymore, but he did. We turn around and we leave, and as we're coming down the hill, those same 2 cars that we stopped, so we know it wasn't one of them, it was both of them, came flying past us and go down to the front of the sheriff's office. So we try and get out. We're in Explorers. They're basically like Lamborghinis, and we're in FBIUs. So we know nothing, we can't catch them. And we come around, and I don't know. I was the lead officer. We don't know where they went. So we decide to call it off and put a bow out for them. And I end up just riding down the road, and I happen to notice there were a couple other units. There was a state unit. There were actually 2 state units over at the 24/7 down there. So I go to just say hi and just see what's going on. Speaking of what's going on, what is all this? Someone broke down, or car fire, or something like that. But I go to just see what's going on, say hi, whatever. So I walk in there, and we're standing over at the very end, over by like the last aisle. And in that aisle over, there's a man that I recently pulled over, pouring gasoline on the store. So we finally end up getting him in cuffs, and we have him behind my FBAU, just getting ready to leave and put him in the back of my car. And that same guy that went into the water and jumped off of and used the hill to get air, went into the water, swam out, swam back, somehow still alive, and I don't know how he did it, but he ended up sniping us off from the road, and we didn't even see him. So we're all dead, and we decide to go ahead and get the server owner in there, and we do. We're talking to him, and he finally pulls us all in, who was involved with it, and he asked the kid and he was a kid, he's like 11 or 12 years old. He asked him how long he had been role-playing, and he goes, about a week, maybe less. So, and at the same time, I'm looking at this guy's profile, well, not his profile, but his application. And on his application, it says that he said that he'd been role-playing for 3 years. So, we knew that was a lie, but we went ahead and we didn't ban him, but we suspended him from being on the server for a week. And what we did is we just told him, hey, well, you got some friends on the server that you already made. They've been role-playing for a while. Have them go out, show you the ropes, let them, teach you a couple things on how to roleplay normally, and not act like you're in regular Red Dead 5 Online. So he says, okay, I'll be back in a week. He leaves, and the next day, which was yesterday, I see an alert while we're getting ready to start RP, he's joining. So we got banned forever. So I thought that was interesting. Let's see, how much longer we got on this run? Just wondering. 2 hours. Okay, so we got about 6 minutes left here, and that's that story done. I was hoping that I could milk that story until we were down, well, actually up to Bend, but I guess we can't. Let's see. I could probably share another 5M story. I was hoping to save it for another video, but I guess since we're sitting here driving, might as well. So I was going civilian this time, and there's this one, and we're tired. Alright, you know what, before we continue, let's open up this thing here. Hey, we're about to come right in here. Oh, we can stop right here in Klamath Falls. I mean, pull over right in there to get some rest. We're about to head into Oregon. I saw the sign. So, yeah, so we're gonna have to stop for a second. But, yeah, there's Oregon. Hello. So, I was going as a Civ this time, and what it was is I have a bunch of characters. A bunch of characters. For those of you that didn't know Jeff Fabiano, I have Big Mama Tutu Honey. Yeah, so she's one of my characters. I wasn't going as her, but I just want to point that out. So one of my characters is actually based off my dear old grandmother. I didn't use her actual name, so don't freak out, and don't try and track her down. But I went under the name of Louise Bellinger, and boy, have I had some fun with her. Some stuff I do normally, but she thinks she's the worst driver in the world. She's got the biggest heart. I mean, I'm telling you, she'll love you to death, but she can't drive. And I kind of exaggerated that a little bit. Because I remember there was a time when I was about 5 or 6. Her and I were leaving the Walmart. And there were no other cars around for whatever reason. It was kind of surprising. There were no cars. And, so we're going down the road, and I happen to notice we're driving down the left-hand side. So she is leaving Walmart driving like this. And she's not even phased by it. She's just cruising down the road like this. I told her, I said, hey, driving on the left-hand side of the road. She goes, oh, honey, it's fine. You know, I don't think it is, though. I don't think it is, though. And she goes, no, it's fine. No other cars are coming. I go, yeah, but what if there are? Then I'll move. Well, you know, and it really caught me. It really scared me. I didn't like that. And she thinks that everything she does is fine. She will literally pull out in front of someone who's going 55. She'll pull out in front of you on the highway. She does not care. She does not care, and I don't know how. She hasn't gotten in an accident before. But it does not faze her. She will do whatever she wants, and someone gets mad at her, she'll just smile and wave and act like she's the innocent one all the time. And, yeah. I'm surprised no one revoked her license yet. If I had the authority, I would. But anyway, so I was going as her, and I did that thing where I was driving on the left-hand side of the road, acting like I'm the best that there ever was, and, you know, just screwing around, and I get pulled over. And this cop pulls me over and goes, how you doing today, ma'am? And, you know, oh, hi, how are you, and all that. And I know you're tired. Shut up, we're pulling into a place to sleep anyway. So we're talking to him, and he gets me out of the car, and he runs a field sobriety test on me. Because he thinks that I'm intoxicated, which I'm not. It's just how, the way that I was driving. And I can understand why you're thinking that. You know, just a guy, because the officer asked me where I was from, and I told him I was right from that area. So, I'd be a little concerned as to why someone who knows the traffic laws would be driving on the left-hand side of the road. Because I said I'd been living there my entire life, so. And that's herb. Yeah. So, they, finally try and. I don't know why they detained me. They had no reason to, they had no right to, I wasn't doing anything wrong. But they detained me and they have me in cuffs. And I decided to throw them for a loop. So, I'm actually in handcuffs. It's not just one of the things where, like, where we just say we're in handcuffs. I'm actually in handcuffs. And, so I take, and I'm right over there on the main drag there. I'm on, Joshua. And, they go to, you know, say whatever they want to say to me. And they're trying to, they wanted to take me in for DUI, even though after they breathalyzed me, it said that I was fine. I don't know what they were trying to do, but it didn't work because I ended up taking off. I was running while handcuffed, and I ran up the ladder for a billboard on that same road. And so I was running up the billboard for that same road, and I wasn't paying attention, I kept running, and I got tased, and I fell off and died. But yeah, so it wasn't as much going on in that one. But there's still, the more I do it, and that's not a way out, son of a bitch. You would have thought this would have been a way out. Yeah, I'm not having any luck. Folks, I'm not trying to... I know I may look like an idiot right now. Trust me, I'm not this bad a driver. I usually am right on top of my game. Alright, let's follow this back. Usually I'm right on top of my game. There's usually no issue. And I hit. God damn it. I'm entirely sorry. I can... Hang on. Let me take the last bit of this trip to prove to you guys that I know what I'm doing. I can prove it to you. I'm not... God, you know what? I'm thinking about just giving it up. I'm thinking about just giving up. This is the worst I've ever driven. Really. Come on. I'm not an idiot. I'm not stupid. I'm just retarded. Let's go. Let's go. It says I can go right out that way. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And I'm gonna catch on that, aren't I? Oh my god, I have no luck today. No luck at all. No, so I gotta go out that way. Seems legit. Come on, let's go. I'm done screwing around. Just get out of here before I hit anything else. And I don't even care that I'm going the wrong way. Oh, son of a... Okay. Let's get back on track. Right now, that car's coming down, my grandmother would pull right out after him. Oh, that's a cop. Hello. I just like Oregon State Police markings. Let's try and do this better now. If I can pull out. Just when it looks like you're good to go. I'm thinking about just pulling out from these people because they're not stopping for me. That I might have had enough time, but after him I'm going. I don't know. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's get back on the road and let's actually drive like we know what we're doing, huh? I think I spent too much time talking. I gotta get used to talking while driving. Because usually I never talk while I'm driving. I'm usually just silent, just cruising. So, I gotta learn how to multitask in that retrospect. I'm usually either good at talking or good at driving. Either one. Never been able to really mix the two. So, I'll go ahead here and we'll just pull up to this way station. We gotta stop at this one. You can't roll them through here for whatever reason. I hate it. You cannot. The game does not allow you to roll through, like do a slow roll through a truck stop. Not a truck stop, to a way station. It annoys me because you gotta like complete stop and start back up again. I know at the easy pass you would be at the throughway. You can get the easy pass and go through 20 miles an hour. Why do I have to come to an entire stop for a scale? Right. Let's go. I know from this, I look like I actually drive like my grandmother, but trust me, I don't. I don't. We would have been dead already if I drove like my grandmother. We would have been dead. Just a little bit left here, I believe, right? Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes. So, a little bit over 3 minutes. About 3.5 minutes, probably, I'd say. So, yeah. Back to the whole channel thing. I think this will work. I think it will. if I can actually get better at driving and talking at the same time, I think it'll work. See, things like this, once I'm out on the open road, I can. When I'm trying to manage pulling into a place, or I'm going through a city or anything like that, it gets difficult. I don't know why, but it does. Another thing I gotta manage is talking. I got to be a little bit louder, because the mic is sensitive, but it's not gonna make things loud. Which is something I don't like it, but then at the same time, I didn't pay a whole lot for the mic, so, you know, I'm not gonna waste the money on it. Yeah. While we're actually going through here, I'm actually gonna stop right here and get a screenshot before I forget about it. So yeah, I will do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we are back. That was a nice screenshot. I actually really like that. So let's go ahead and get back up to speed, because every time if I'm in cruise control and I need to take a screenshot, it will take me out of cruise control, so that's why I had to come back up to speed. But yeah, so I think that was nice. You probably, well, you've already seen it before I actually did, if you think about it. Actually, no, you didn't, because I haven't seen all this before. You actually did. So, I mean, as I'm recording this right now, I don't. But as you're watching this part right now, I don't know what happens 10 seconds from now. Because right now, I know. Well, not now, but as you're watching this right now, I know because it's already done. So I had no idea right now that I was talking about this. Well, I knew now, but you had no at the time. It's weird. See, this is what I do to entertain myself. Like, I have no, like, right now, I have no idea what's going to happen when I get up to the drop-off. But as you're watching this, I already do. Because you're not watching this now. You're watching it when you're watching it. I'm recording this now. See, I'm throwing myself for a loop, too. See, this is stuff I talk about when I run out of stories. Just weird stuff. Like, if you're a mailman, who delivers your mail? Is it you? You just pick it up from the post office? Or, like, there's another mailman bringing you your mail? Then who delivers his mail? I mean, these are the real questions we need to be asking, America. I put my turn signal on too early, huh? Alright, back into a city. Oh. What the hell? Why'd that shift like that? That's weird. It put me into 3 low instead of 7 low, and it just raped my truck. Well, so much for trying to drive normally. Let's see if we can hit this cop again. Because on my other channel, in the first video I did, I slammed straight into the back of a CHP officer, so I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Oh, that's a down tree. Hello. Alright, let's get out of here. So, leave your guys' comments as to what you think the next truck should be. Because I'm ready to get out of this. I like changing it up every now and again. But yeah, so if there's, if you suggest it and I don't have it, I can always look for it. But I'm gonna try and stay away from these stock trucks. I don't like the stock trucks. I mean, I do, but I want to stay away from them. So, if you can think of any modded vehicles you'd like to see me drive, if I have them, I'll take a look at them. If I don't have them, I can find them. If I can't find them, well, then I have to just go to the next person. But yeah. But yeah, I do want to get out of this, and I was hoping to maybe have a little bit of your input on these. You guys won't always be able to justify what vehicles I use, but for now, I'll let you guys kind of choose what we do, as this is a new series. So, and I'm kind of drawing a blank. Can't think of any good vehicles to use, any good trucks to use. Maybe later down the road I might do maybe like a car mod or something like that, but yeah. I actually have wanted to go up to, I want to keep going up north and get up to Washington, because I have not yet been there, ever. I've had this for like, I've had this mod, not this mod, that DLC for a couple months now, and I still haven't had a chance to get up there yet, so I want to get up there. That's why I keep going north. The next one will probably be into Oregon. Crutching into Washington. And actually, last time I was on a dirt road like this in Oregon, I think it was here, I was in this truck, but it was like a year ago. Alright. You know what's when you have on this one? Just this one, not the way that I have it set up, but you can get a wheelbase for it that has a steering rear end, and it's actually really cool to try and drive. Because it'll actually, especially through here, it can handle the dirt like nothing. I'm gonna go outside view here for a second so I can see to get around this corner here to drop it off, and I'm gonna hit that. Alright. Yeah, this truck, big trucks weren't meant for tight corners, I'll tell you that much. Well, the fire department in, we've got something up apparently. Alright, where do they want this thing? Ah, I see it. I see it down there. Couldn't see it pulling in. But now I can. Probably should have went around the other way. Came down that hill there and were able to back it in, but it's not what the GPS wanted, so. Alright, now I'm gonna go outside view because if you couldn't tell already, I can't back the truck in that well without being able to see entirely. It'll get better the more I do it, but right now it's just going to be, so I'm actually going to turn on my diff lock here, and I don't have another, that's like a mower, so, on my other trucks, on one of my other trucks I do, it actually works a lot. It's really good. I gotta remember when we're outside the truck to kind of speak up a little bit more. Alright, that's going beautifully. Let's get around the other side. And, okay, I might have to reshape myself. Oh, maybe I can save it. Yeah, that'd be good enough. There we go. Hang on, I gotta straighten this. I'll just put it entirely. Just want to make sure that we're straight enough to let me back up like that. Feed the truck from the back. And that looks good, my friends. Let's go ahead here, kill the others and make sure we're up in the neutral. Parking brake is out, and the trailer is coming down, and I can turn my diff lock off too. Alright, excellent. Not by my standards, but yeah. So we delivered, it took us, we drove 341 miles. It took us 19 hours, 56 minutes because we slept. We consumed 47.3 gallons of fuel, and for that 341 miles, we got $11,212 and 550 XP points. Because we are level 100,214, we got $10,000 for that. Because it is apparently a long distance delivery bonus, because we got our skill rank 6 with that, we got $555 for that and 137 XP points. And because it's high value cargo, we got $3,213 and 999 XP points. And because we backed the trailer in, we get 40 XP points. So that brings us up to a grand total of $25,770 and 826 XP points. Not that bad for a half hour driving and talking. Yeah, so I think that was good. Let me know what you guys thought. If you guys are new and you want to see more of this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know exactly when I upload and you don't want to keep checking back, make sure you hit that notification bell so you know exactly when I upload. If you have any ideas for another truck I should drive in the next episode, make sure you go ahead and leave it in the comment section below. And yeah, with that out of the way, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care.